morning.
Good morning.
I was just thinking I have makeup did and I didn't take a selfie. So if you'll excuse me, I don't ever take selfies, but I have a new phone. I'm like, I should take I haven't worn makeup in like a month and a half. I'm going to take all that. Hold, please.
Take a selfie, and you have good lighting.
I have good lighting. Okay, I'm gonna take a selfie.
Selfie time.
Not me. Like, just hold on. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am the worst. Oh, what have I done? Oh, don't do that, Lisa. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work this damn thing. Okay, wait. There's a portrait mode. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. I think if I hit that button and then I hit this button, I got a selfie.
Selfie.
I'm obsessed with my new iPhone. I am.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyways, good morning. Listen, you all, if you knew how rarely I did makeup, you would understand. And how rarely I take selfies. The reason you see the same picture of me in all my thumbnails.
But you popped on this morning. I was like, look at you in red, girl.
I just felt like it. I felt like playing this morning. It's been a hot minute. And also I bought this shirt specifically to wear red lipstick with. So like every once in a while, I gotta make it happen.
I mean, why not? Do the thing.
That's why. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much. Danny and I literally were just chit-chatting and they were like, might as well hit the button. Danny was like, but might as well just.
Because we're just hanging out today. We have nothing to talk about, but whatever the hell we want to talk about. So join in the chat.
You can like whatever. Because the thing is, I'm like, why is Lisa all made up? Was it a super late night? No, I just felt I got up early. I woke up, I popped out of bed at like some god awful hour this morning. I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing makeup today because what else am I gonna spend the time? Oh my god, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I had literally this week we're like, what do you want to do for glitter and gators? And I was like, I've got like zero brain power. Like my brain it's done.
My whole creativity has felt like it was in the trash this week. I was just like,
Same. I don't know if it's a season, in the rain, the dark.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Usually I'm coming in with my hair still wet. Usually Lisa telling off her hair. I know. Legit. But in case you guys were about to be disappointed, I want you to know that I'm legitimately wearing like pink stripy jammy pants with this shirt. Like this is how we're rolling right now. This is the outfit. Because listen,
I love
YouTube,
that.
you only need to be done up from the waist up. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Zoom.
So, yeah.
It's like a good mullet, you know?
Like nobody's wearing a skirt over here or like some uncomfortable shoes. No, we are rolling in jammies from the waist down. Oh my god. Oh, Dawn is over here trying to meal plan. Do you have any favorite dinner ideas for the fall?
Oh my god, a roasted soup. Okay. Roasted vegetable soup is the easiest thing.
That's better.
I love it. What did I say? Like
you
roasted
said roasted
soup. Oh, yeah.
Soup. And I was like wait, how do you roast soup?
Roasted vegetables. So like whatever you have, like legit. Put your bell peppers in there. Put some tomatoes. Put some onions. Put some garlic. Put some zucchini or put some butternut squash or sweet potato. Whatever you want. Roast it all. Pour in some stock. Get your blender. Blend that all together. Scrumptious. Season it real well. And it's so easy. Like literally just like, especially if you have a bunch of vegetables that you need to cook, just roast everything, put it in a food processor or a blender with some stock and just go to town. It's so easy. It's so delicious.
That sounds so good. And I'm sitting over here like Peggy and I are in our empty nesters. We don't cook anymore era. So I can't remember. Like
Peggy all the time.
She hard-boiled some eggs last night. And I was like, this is cooking. We're cooking right now. Like we cooked. Like go us.
Oh my god, you got cooked. But to be fair, you cooked the other day. You had your steak. You had your risotto, of which I cooked too. And it was amazing.
Danny made her first risotto and I'm so proud. I'm so glad you liked it. My biggest worry was like with the other kind, with the pasta version, the like fake version you were having before. I was like, if you really like that, then the real thing might be a little weird to get adjusted to.
I like
love it.
The texture. Like that's my texture. I like that like weird. It's texture. Not soft, but it's not crunchy, but it's not
Yeah.
I like that
hearty. It's like such a hearty.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
so
so
good.
good.
And yeah, because we talked about it, it was on my mind. So yeah, I made one with I used like a really rich like mushroom gravy mix and like beef stock. And
I use beef stock for mine as
parm.
well.
Yeah, but I think my next one is going to be a little more classic mild with like chicken stock and probably and always parm. I always do parm. The thing about mushroom risotto, which I love, is it's really tricky to get the mushrooms the right texture. Because if you cook them with the risotto, they can get kind of.
This is what I did. I chopped up my mushrooms real fine. Yeah, girl.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Oh yeah. I chopped up my mushrooms real thin, like little pieces. And when I threw my onions in, I threw my mushrooms in and I sauteed all that together. Then I threw in my garlic, sauteed that for a little bit more. Then I started adding my rice.
Yeah.
So it was such a good texture, but you have to like for me, like you have to saute it. Otherwise you might get those like weird.
Yeah, like you have to brown. Like I really like mushrooms that have been kind of like browned in like saute browned. Like they have to get that kind of like I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say do mushrooms caramelize? I don't know, but they have to get like that. But listen, that was the only meal
I mean they brown though.
I mean, yeah, they brown. Yeah. They brown. Yeah, no, mostly Peggy and I have been eating out. We went and had Korean barbecue with John and John's girlfriend, our son and his girlfriend yesterday. And that was like a meal for the whole day. Like I just snacked. After that was like a late lunch, and then I just snacked the rest of the day. And then like Wednesday last week or Thursday last week, we went and had hot pot, which I love going to hot pot.
I've never had that. I would love to go. We got a place I think now, but I've never went
to hot pot or Korean barbecue.
Are you?
I see you.
Okay, I see you now.
Okay.
Okay, I got you now. Okay.
It might be. I was like, saying you found a place, and I was like, is it hot pot that you found?
I think so. I think it's a hot pot. It's. I think it's a hot pot place, but we've never gone. I haven't been to that place yet, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but it says something like barbecue hot pot, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, more investigation may be required. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know.
Wait, you guys eat tons of spaghetti squash, right?
Oh, let me tell you something about spaghetti squash, baby. It's one of my favorite things. I have it growing in my yard. I actually cooked it the other day. Love spaghetti squash. I love cooking it with, I get the basil out of my garden too. Look at me growing things. I get the basil out of my garden. So I do a pistachio basil pesto. So it's pistachios, basil, lemon juice, olive oil, pesto. Make it like that. Salt, pepper, whatever. So I make a fresh pesto and I roast up the spaghetti squash, and then sometimes I'll add in chicken, and like it's everybody's favorite. Like Lennon will eat bowls of spaghetti squash when I cook it. That's one of our favorite things. I love spaghetti squash.
Peggy doesn't like spaghetti squash, and she doesn't like risotto. Like, what the hell, man? But also, neither one of us like to cook, so that's also a problem. Well, she likes to cook, but just not in our kitchen. Our kitchen is terrible. It's awful. It's like a little hovel.
That.
Oh God,
we complain about ours all the time.
Yeah,
because it's not oriented right. And we have been known to really fuck up a space real quick.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
We literally tore out and redid my whole living room in like 3 days at the beginning of the week. Okay. Yeah, like
if I were to try to count on 2 hands how many times Danny and Jacob have redecorated in the time that I've known you, I don't have enough fingers. And I always tell her, I'm like, girl, like this is the most decor you see. I have a salt lamp in the back with a bunch of shit piled on my desk. Okay. I got some decks hanging on the wall. if I look around, I have random helter-skelter shit. I've got some stuffed animals on shelving. Like, there is no design aesthetic to my home whatsoever. Peggy and I are both like, let's just have the stuff. But like, we would have bare walls for years. I
that
just don't
would make me crumble.
see. The thing is, I need to get you both in. I need you to come in and redecorate, and
I will do it all. Do not tempt me with a good time. I see IKEA in the back of your freaking car window every time you drive to work, and I'm like, bitch, I will come and decorate your whole shit. Do not tempt me with a good time.
You two come and redecorate, and your husband can do my hair, and then you guys just move to Canada, and that's how we're gonna roll. That's how it's just gonna be now. That's how it's gonna be now.
That's fine. I mean, that's just such is life. Such is life.
That's how it's gonna be. You don't need any other life. It's fine. Just my personal decorator and hairdresser up here. No, for real. I've never had any interest in it. And part of it, I don't know if it's because I also like things relatively stable. Like you guys change your decor all the time. If I found if I did ever decorate, which the few things I have decorated have not moved since I put them on the wall. Okay, ever. They will never move. Because once I have something set, like I do not want to change it to the point where it drives Peggy even kind of bonkers. She's like, please God, can we move the furniture? Like, I'm like, no.
And like in here has been the most stable because this is my space and I put these things like it's made to be and look and do. And I mean, you see my little painting. I just shoved that shit. That's just hanging out.
That's perfect. That's
balance stuff there. It does need to go up, but like in here is probably the most stable. Everywhere else is just like we both love projects, like, and that's the whole thing. What sparked this one was my aunt called and was like, "Hey, I have some stuff. Do you want it?" And I was like, yeah, I do. And so I went and grabbed
3 days later.
3 days later, my whole living room is completely different. Like completely different. I have one piece that's sitting in here with me, but like we put 2 side panels from a entertainment center. We put them together and made an armoire.
It looks so good. It looks
in there,
so
and
good.
it came out so freaking good. I was so excited because at first I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know how this is gonna work."
Like painted an accent wall. I have not taken a paintbrush.
Pulled down a bulkhead. We pulled down the bulkhead that morning.
Wait, what is a bulkhead?
And then, we had it came down. These shelves came down from where our the peak of our roof were. There were some shelves that had a bunch of books in there. So we took that down, pulled that down. Reset the lights to be even because they were set differently. So we reset the lights, put them up there, and then redid the walls. Well, we had to put panels up on the walls because we were going to do brick, but they didn't sell our brick anymore. So we had to change tactics. So we went just regular panels because there was no way we were going to fix that fucking sheetrock behind there. But so we just tore everything.
It looks so good, and like the painting. We have like places we should paint just to like make it look better. You know what I mean? We still haven't done it. Nat, I was just bored. That's what happens. I was bored. I was awake and bored.
But how striking is Lisa? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I was bored. But anyway, Danny does need a DIY home reno channel. 100%.
Oh my God. And here's the problem.
We need a tour for your channel.
I know, right? The problem is that Jacob and I love decor. We love style. Jacob went to school for interior design. He graduated from college in that. So like, this was always our life.
Do you all watch a shit ton of HGTV together or whatever? Isn't that the
Not
channel?
really. Everyone, like we've watched it on and off, but like it comes and goes. But we just love doing. And the thing is like we like to experience these different styles. So we'll live with something for a while and then be like, I want a different feel. you know?
I'm loving this so much. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's so true.
Well, I mean, I'm the same person who Jacob got home one day and I had the paint sprayer out and I had my whole shop primed because I had went and bought primer, paint, everything, and I was repainting my shop midday.
Y'all, it's not even just decorating. If Danny gets a bug up her ass to do anything or to want anything done, it is going to be done. Like, she will have the hood of her freaking truck popped and half the engine out if you let her. If she gets it in her, like,
I did.
like you did something like that. Didn't you like change your own oil or like you did, like you
I changed all my lights.
Like, what are you?
I had to like pull everything out and
I'm like, girl, I would not.
That's how I learned how to do these stamp things because I'm just like, I want to try to do that. And so I fucking did.
I love that you're doing. Do you want to see that queer crow death magic real quick? I mean, I know I filmed it for my recent deck roundup, but the lino cut thingy. Remember the lino cut deck from Hot Takes? Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Do you want to see it real quick?
Yeah.
Since we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Where did I put it?
How long did all this take me? The living room, we didn't. Okay, we got.
Oh, there it is.
We picked up the pieces on Sunday. We started on Monday morning, and we finished putting everything back together Tuesday. Wednesday, I was cleaning up and putting things back into place. But by Tuesday night, we had pictures hung, fireplace moved, piece done.
She's a girl on a mission when she does this.
Put back together.
Slides like just a whole.
We just do it.
I know, and like it's once you get started, there's no deterring you. This is what's happening.
No. And the thing is we brought my pieces. Oh, look how cool. We brought my pieces home and Jacob's like sitting in the living room and he's like, And I was like, what are we doing?
That is an alligator or something from like, I think this is Thothy is what I realized looking at it. So I kind of show some cards. This is the Magician. I show some cards during my recent deck roundup because I just filmed that. I still have to edit it. There's some cool things happening.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the minors, let me see if I can find another really cool. Oh, okay. I didn't spot this when I was looking at the card the first time. This is there's a whole.
I have to see it.
It's gonna be brief because I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube.
Okay.
There's a whole situation happening.
There is a whole situation right there. That's very Druidcraft, right? Is it Druidcraft? Yeah.
It's Druidcraft. Yeah, totally. Oh my God. Okay, wait, but the death card is so cool. I love it. Okay, but anyways, the minors, they do have they have Thothy vibes to me. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Like this is that 2 of Wands, which I think is kind of similar arrangement to Thoth. Maybe not. Somebody who knows Thoth better can tell me. But then here's the 6 of Wands. And it's got like the wreath. So it's like pips, but it's like pips with purpose. Like there's the 7. I don't know. We see that situation. I know, right, y'all? I don't know. It's really intriguing. It's really intriguing. But this is that lino cut. Anyway, y'all, this is, I think, funding on Kickstarter right now. I don't think the campaign's over just yet. But by the time my video comes out, it will be out. It will be over. So I don't know. Like, there's just something about it that I'm really drawn to. And I don't know, like, if it's the colors. But, like, tell me that. Doesn't that give kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I feel like some of these give, like, Thoth vibes. But that is, like, something for the 5 of Swords.
Wow.
No. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how to take this one though. This one threw me a little bit when I saw it. It's the 9 of Swords. Like, it's kind of bright compared to like here's the 10 of Swords, which makes sense. But then this one's kind of. But
that's very bright.
I was like, I think in the Thoth, the 9 of Swords, or maybe it's the 6 of Swords, is science. Is it the 6? It might be the 6. maybe the 6.
Let me grab the thought. Hold on. I have it right here.
I was like, one of them, yeah. But like, I don't know. I dig this. I love this 7 of Pentacles. So cool. Planting seeds, waiting for growth. Anyway, there's like an early sneak peek. Your dreams are being poked with swords. I mean, that's a good point. Yeah.
There's the 9 of Swords. This is the Thoth 9 of Swords.
Yeah, maybe this is not Thothy. I might be making this up because that is not even a little bit similar.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the 6.
I feel like the 6th has like almost like it looks like math or like a geometry. And if I'm picturing the right one, I swear to gosh, I must have like an eyelash or some mascara in my eyeball. I keep feeling it.
Because there's a 7. There's a 7 of Swords. I don't know if you were like.
Is that's not?
So that's the 7.
No, that's the 7. This is the 7 in this one.
Science is the 6.
It is science. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so yeah, that's not it. But like, this is very RWS Pip with the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be wrong about the Thoth influence, except for the alligator. I feel like that's a very Thoth fool influence. The alligator.
Yeah, that makes me realize how much I don't mess with this Thoth, and I don't remember it at all.
I know. I did the study, and then yeah, yellow in color therapy also means anxiety and cowardice. That's a really interesting point. I'd be curious how much of that, because there is a lot of like very intentional like color through this deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I do like that. Triskelly.
That's really cool
for the 3 of Cups. But yeah, that came in. That was fun. That was fun. It's cool to be able to see it. I'm glad it got shared a little bit while the campaign was still active.
I know.
Yeah, so you still have your Thoth, but you haven't really worked with it at all since, because you studied it with us, right? You studied, I can't remember. I didn't really study it. I didn't do the stuff. I did part of the study.
I did part of the study. I fell off quite quickly.
Yeah, I fell off not long.
It's a little.
Yeah.
It's a little too high magic-y for me. It's a little too
esoteric. Yeah.
It's very esoteric. It's very on brand for Crowley. Yeah. And sometimes that just bogs me down, bro. It's a bummer, man. It is. Like it is bummer.
I mean, it's
like,
you know what's
sometimes
funny?
Occultism, like this esoteric occultism, where you're trying to talk an allegory, that's fucking exhausting. Like,
I can't with a lot
you're
of that.
A bummer. Like, I'm over it. You know what I mean?
I got that book, and I'm gonna feel so bad saying this because I was so excited about it. But what was it called? Oh shoot! Is it a new Lon Milo DeKet book? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna remember. Shoot!
Oh, but I think I know the one you're talking about.
Tarot Architect or something like that. Was it Tarot Architect? Oh my god, Tarot Architect. I think that's what it's called. Yes, the Tarot Architect, Lon Milo DeKet. I was so excited about this. If you see me in the video, I think it was a recent deck roundup where I started like flipping through it and looking at it, and I had a whole like mental breakdown because I was like, oh, what is this? Here's the thing. Ceremonial magic, okay, versus folk magic they are worlds apart as far as like, and I think the thing is, I never really thought much about my approach to magic or to spirituality, but it has a very poor Jenny's like, I love esoteric studies. I'm sorry. I have tried so hard with like learning. I've studied ceremonial magic. Like I come from the days of like Raymond Buckland's Big Blue Book and like that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's in the same wheelhouse. Somebody's gonna be like yelling at me, but like I just, so the Thoth and like the occultism of it all, I think the ceremonial magic of it all, I really struggle with that because it feels very, there's no way to say this and not offend somebody. It's like if you compare like high Orthodox or like Catholicism, like mass, with like some people getting together singing Jesus songs together. You know, like I don't know how else to try to like explain.
Totally different, but that is it.
Yeah.
It's going from a cathedral with set rituals to the tent and snake handlers, right?
Thank you.
It is like that.
Yeah.
It is like that. And I find it so intriguing. I love my fantasy in that world.
My fantasy self lives there for sure.
When it comes my fantasy, listen, I'll read about it. I love it.
Yeah.
But as far as for the practicality of it and trying to absorb it as a magical practice, as much as I want to believe that I could do it if I wanted to, I fundamentally don't want to.
Same. And
like
there's something in me that like
I
pushes it away. Like there's a part of me that is like, and this is no judgment on anybody who is interested in this side of magic or tarot or any. I swear to God, I'm not judging anybody. But like I'm sitting here like I have tried like these like rituals. What is it called? The lesser banishing pentagram. Like I've tried so many of these, and like read books, and I enjoy the geeky side of it, like the intellectual learning about it side. But none of it
the
ever
allegory,
sticks in,
like I said.
Yeah. But none of it ever sticks in my practice. Like I enjoy the heck out of a good deep dive. I love learning about Kabbalah or astrology or these or esoterica in general. But when I try to apply it, it does not feel like me. I think that's the thing. I can't.
That's what it is for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. Like my magic is rooted in folk magic. It's from a lineage. It's from a setting. It's from a place. It doesn't feel like the space doesn't feel like mine. I feel like I'm trespassing. Whereas like
that's how I feel. Like I'm totally
folk magic feels like mine. Like I walk in this. I see this. I feel this, you know. I don't know, it's like walking outside and knowing where you are just by the feel of the grass. Like,
did you have any exposure to like, I don't know, 1990s like Wicca and like those circles at all? Okay. Do you remember?
I dabbled in that because I was from a rural place. It was stuff that I was able to read, see on the internet when I could, and looking up and finding out that way. I didn't have the people, but I did read a lot about that when I was in the late 90s. Yeah.
When I got swept up into that, and that was like, for me, it was like, oh God, it was literally like the late 90s. Okay. So I was like 18, 19 years old when I got swept up in all of that. And it was interesting because there was very specific subcultures within that world. So you had like the like Dianic Wiccan followers, and then you had the like Gardnerians, and you had like these different like groups, and many of them, almost all of them, even the ones that I ended up in, which were more homebrew, I guess homegrown kind of styles, even those like the one that I got caught up in or kind of spent a lot of time in was at the time was like Celtic shamanism sort of based. But it's really interesting because all of these groups had all these different takes, exactly like we see in like, say, Christianity, where you have like Catholicism and you have Protestantism and all these different things, right? But what I find really interesting is that it felt like everything that drew me into all of that was all of the ritual and the prescribed, like this is the instructions you follow to do this thing. But as I developed and like found my own footing, I started to realize that all of that felt at the end of the day for me like kind of like play acting. It didn't feel authentic.
Performative. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas once I realized, like when I stopped trying to follow like spell books or other people's instructions about how to do energy work or whatever, and I started realizing, okay, I have this intention, I have this purpose. Now let me build something organically in the moment. Once I started doing things like that, I was like, that's home for me, is what feels like what feels right. And once I realized I could intuit or feel my way through things, that's what clicked, which is hilarious because my brain doesn't work that like in any other aspect of my life. I want spreadsheets and rules and instructions and recipes.
I was literally going to say, like, that's so funny that you have it that way, because everything else, you have to have a certain set of instructions. And it's funny because like, that's how I learned my way around. When I was trying to do something, especially initially, I was like, what am I being drawn to? And I would gather, boom, 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 put it out on the table. And then from what I gathered, I would then go into my spell books. I would go into my herb books. I would go into my oil books and my different things. And I would look and see what these ingredients did.
Yes, same.
And I'm like, oh, well, this is why I'm looking for this. This is why I was feeling this. This is why I needed this crystal, this oil, this herb. And that's how I built my stuff. And so I have my reference points. I've done stuff that's already set out, but I find myself constantly adding or taking something away regardless, because I'm very big on like, it has to feel like me. It has to feel like mine, or it's not going to do anything, you know?
I've actually had this trouble. I have this beautiful grimoire that I've been adding to, but the funny thing is that I don't know why I'm adding to it. This is, come with me on the journey for a second. So it's fun to do from a crafty perspective, I guess, but I don't repeat anything I do. I
rarely do either.
Yeah. So it's like, why am I recording this? I'm never going to go back to it and do the exact same thing again. Like,
and you know, a lot of times, the only time I'm going back, I'll go and I'll flip through my journals, or if I'm looking for something specific, be like, I know I wrote some shit down on this before. I'll go back and look, or I'll see what I've made before and be like, okay, what did I use then? This was what this was for. And then I'm like, okay, so then I'll do something based on that. But I don't think there's ever been anything. Now, I have done things that correspond with what I've done before. Like I had a luck jar, and then I had I made a different jar to like close that spell completely and like detach from everything. And so I've done that, but even then I didn't go back to that first jar, but I do have it written down. So it's like, for me, they're more like ideas. So when I go back through my grimoires, which I do, especially the ones that I have my French written down in, I'll go back in there more often than anything. So I'm in there. So sometimes I'll flip through and I'll see something and have that inspire something else.
And it'll inspire
so
a new thing.
I think the fun of it is kind of doing the thing, creating the thing, and then being inspired by it versus ever really having to do it again. But then you could if you wanted to.
Totally, that's true.
You know,
I just wanted to highlight this comment before I lost track of it, but I'm not going to say your name right. Shanchai, please feel free to tell us how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. You probably told me before. What is the Book of Lies? I saw this and I was like, I don't know what that is. I feel like I don't know what that is. Book of Lies. So you got it from your mom? So your mother, who does not deal with tarot, handed me a copy of the Book of Lies for no particular reason. So I'm like, really, universe, you're going to do that to me this time of year? I don't know what that is. I feel like I should know what that is. I've probably heard what that is. But I think here's the thing. I'm at the point in I think just on the subject of like how we do magic, I feel like I'm at the point in my practice where I do magic.
Hold on one second. Everything's breaking up. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if it's what's going on here.
Okay.
Okay. Talk again.
This is me talking. Is it okay?
You're frozen on my screen, but I hear you now.
Oh.
Now I see you.
Oh.
Book of Lies. This is a Crowley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nine Worlds Tarot says it's a Crowley book. Yeah. The Book of Aleister Crowley. Yeah.
Crowley. Gotcha. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, it could be Katie that writing.
I've never read it.
Adds more attention. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've never read Book of Lies?
No, I've never read any of his stuff, like any of his other books and stuff. But I've listened to podcasts. I've listened to a lot of stuff about him and like kind of his life and stuff. Because last pod did a whole Aleister Crowley thing. Plus, it like touches tips with a lot of other people. Jack Parsons, who was a rocket scientist, and all of these people kind of touched tips. L. Ron Hubbard, which was the creator of Scientology. You know. Madame Blavatsky shit inspired everybody, and weight and everything, you know, everything ties together in other words, you know? So I haven't read anything, but I heard sometimes just it's difficult to get through. But so is Blavatsky's work. They said a lot of it is filler, and it's just a lot of it. It's specifically meant to need someone to translate for you. Sometimes I feel.
I feel too. Like it's like intentionally obscure some of this stuff. Like why?
Yeah.
Say what you mean. I don't know. So I think it's funny because my practice has evolved so much to the point where now I only do things if and when the need arises. And I have several go-to things I do. I'm not out here doing a lot of like creative new things, I would say. But I don't know. I feel like it's just all evolved. But yeah, the really occult esoteric stuff I can't do. I'm not drawn to it.
Yeah, I think for me, I like to do stuff like I go in waves. I try to do 1 or 2 things like at least each season. I try to do something. Just because I feel like I need to kind of put my energy into that space. So like I'll do new stuff. My main things that I do right now, I like to do the little candles. Like I made my creativity candle in my oyster shell. I keep
so cool.
Redoing that one. Like I'll add to it and refill it. I've done it already once. So like those things I'll kind of do when I'm like, you know what, I just need to change the energy in this room. Then I usually will create something new. Otherwise, I kind of go to like, okay, well, it's fall. It's something to bring in that energy, or, you know.
Yeah. So interesting. But yeah, there was so many, like, I feel like it's everything about the way I do everything else, I feel like says that that should be my jam. And it's just not. It's just not. I'm very, it's so funny because I want process and plans and rules and spreadsheets for everything else. Just not my magic. Or my spirituality in general. I was going to say spirituality in general, but I don't think that's true because I do like fixed practices and like routines in that way when it comes to like my spiritual practice. When it comes to, there's just always been something different about magic where I have to build it. No, go ahead.
For me, it's almost the total opposite. Like especially in my spiritual practice, like if there's too much of a like routine, maybe that's growing up Catholic. I'm like, no, it's gotta move. It's gotta shift. It's got to be fluid. I don't, as crazy as it is, as much as I believe and feel, I am a forever skeptic in everything. And so I like the thought of having something where I just fundamentally, the sky is blue and that is it, period. And I'm like, is it blue though? Or is it kind of transparent? Is it blue because there's something on the outside? I cannot fix myself to have a solid belief. That's crazy. I have faith. I have ideas. But to say that I could never be persuaded or not listen, I don't know.
No,
that's something
I'm
really
1000%
and it annoys me though. Like I'm like, I see people with such conviction, with such belief, with such whatever, and I'm just like,
you don't have that. But wait. You do though, because the thing is, faith is a inherent. Okay, let's see if I can define this because I'm following what you're saying, and to me, the people that I know or my experiences with faith, with taking something and going, I know this thing to be true, involves an openness to allowing that truth to grow and evolve. The people that I know with faith, because to me, there's a big difference between belief and faith.
Oh yeah. Oh,
because
totally
to me, different. Faith, belief is like either I've been taught to think this way or I believe this is this is the correct way to think. Whereas I feel like faith is a relationship and it evolves. And like if like if you have faith that the sky is blue, that doesn't mean you can't be told later that actually when you zoom in with a microscope, air molecules are clear and it's just because of refraction or what. Like you can learn and absorb new information into faith. Belief is where things get a little, I think, is where things get a little stickier and a little trickier. I love
That's what wars
faith.
are fought over.
Yeah.
That's what wars are fought over.
Absolutely. Wars are fought over belief.
And I think that's why I have such an aversion to it. I'm just like, how can you think something so fully that it is worth damaging other people over?
This is the
I
thing.
don't understand that.
I don't either.
I don't understand it at all.
I think the thing is you can take a worldview, any worldview, and any worldview that becomes fixed and no longer malleable, in my opinion, becomes fragile and damaging at the same time. Like, because to me,
you're willing to fight for, like, you're willing to die for it. You're willing to fight for it. And you believe that you believe that so much that you do it willingly. And I think that's terrible.
But think about it this way. Like if you have faith in a friendship, right? Then you have faith that you can challenge each other, that you can have conflict, that you can be honest with one another, and you know that the relationship can withstand that. If you hold that friendship to a specific measurement of it only counts if it looks like this, that's not faith in that friendship. That's saying I'm only going to trust it if it meets my criteria. And so when I think about like harmful faith or harmful beliefs versus like beautiful faith, it's like your faith in anything should be able to withstand conflict, questioning, new information, evolution of ideas. And if it cannot, then in my view, it ceases to become faith. Wow, this got really deep. But like that's my approach, right? Like if I can't grow with it, learn with it, change with it, and if it can't change with me, that's what I'll fight for. That's what I'll die for. Is that I'm not going to fight and die for some fixed, like this is my worldview and it is no longer open to change. Like that's
because I think that no matter what you're talking about, literally, you can put any topic into that.
Yeah, 100%.
And that still holds true for me. I'm like, how can you be so sure?
Yeah.
How can you be so sure? You have to experiment. You have to try. You have to be open. You have to be willing.
Yeah.
And I just think that's why that's what permeates throughout. You know?
I think this is why I push back really hard against anyone's when anyone says, like, let's take it to tarot. When anyone says this is the correct way, I get very bristly about that because I'm like, it is a thing that has evolved so much over so much time. We need to give it that space for people to have different relationships with it. And the thing that I always say is like, if it works, it's real, it's valid. If you're getting what you need out of it, you're doing it right. Like that's it.
I think that's the whole thing. If you came into tarot and all you know is that one day you found these cards.
Yep.
There was nothing with them. You found these cards.
Yep.
And you started playing with them and you learned how to use whatever you played with them in your own way. You made up games and you divined and you did all these things. Then you've done it right. Like,
yep. 1,000%. 1,000%.
It doesn't matter how you do it. You still did it. Like it's still.
I talk about this so much in my troubleshooting the tarot is so much because there's so many of us struggle with like, am I doing it right? Like, does it count? Like I had a question and I did clip it out for a separate video, but I had a question from somebody about like, and I think this is such a common thing, which is why I'm so excited somebody asked it, because somebody out there asked the question on troubleshooting the tarot, and I swear to God, like 1,000 other people have had that same question at some point, right? So, but the question was basically around like if you're shuffling the cards and you pull the cards and having that doubt of like, what if I pulled the wrong ones? Like, what if I was supposed to pull from a different spot? Or like I cut the deck, but what if I was supposed to take the card off the bottom, or I cut it in the wrong place? You know, that kind of thinking. And it's such a common thing, but at the end of the day, and I feel like this is going to like make people upset, but like so what? Did you get a message that was useful? Like, did you get a message that was helpful? Let's say you did pick the wrong card. Let's say the universe really desperately wanted you to pull the Six of Swords and you got the freaking Three of Pentacles. But did you get a useful message out of the Three of Pentacles? Then it worked. And like, I think this is the thing that, as much as I love the woo side of tarot and magic, I also think we need to remember that like the reason the system works so well is because it's so relatable through the whole. I'm just repeating myself. I already said all this on the video, but like I'm just saying, like but it's this kind of a thing where I think sometimes we get in our heads about doing things right or they won't work. And like one of the things I think we all learn, the first thing we learn about any kind of magic, folk magic or ceremonial, is that the oomph behind it is intent.
Is what it is. Yeah.
It's the intent. If you have
the intent.
The how is so not important. The intent is the
really
point.
Isn't. And you know, there's so much to say, and I enjoy the structure and the tradition of tarot in the same way I do of playing cards and anything else.
Yeah.
I enjoy the structure of it.
Same.
But I have always been one to cram and then do what the fuck I want anyway.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that all the time. If you watch my videos, you know, I'm always like, this is how I'm doing it. You can do it however you want to do. This is how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is how I'm doing it. You know?
Yeah.
It is my will, if we're going to go with Crowley. It is my will.
Why is greater than how forever. Yes. We in life in general lose connection with our why so often. And every single time I feel like we are dissatisfied in any area of our life. If we can find our why, if we can dig on, why am I doing this? Why did I start doing this? What was the point?
Why did I start this in the first place?
Look at YouTube. This is such a great example. There are times this shit is hard, y'all. It's really fucking hard. And there's times where you're like, why are people mean? And we have it good. Okay. We have it really, really good. But there are times where you're like, why? And then you go, oh, wait, this is why. I do it for this community. I do it for these people. I do it because I want to have these conversations. I want to connect. I want to help. Like whatever your why is, the people that stick with anything, a marriage, a friendship, a relationship, a hobby, a career, a purpose, the people that stick with that longest are the people that constantly remind themselves of their why. And are able to continue to stay connected to that, because that's the thing that matters.
Yeah.
That's the thing that matters.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's so funny. We come on here we're just going to chill and chat. It's going to be so laid back and casual. And then we get philosophical every single time. But it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are only 5 more days till Halloween. Are you doing anything? Do you have any plans?
I know. Well, I just got Lynn her like creepy doll mask and black tutu. So we are going to go do. She's going to be a creepy doll. So
maybe she needs to. Do you still have the Nicoletta Ciccoli tarot? She could like.
I don't, man. It would have been perfect. Just knowing all the stuff.
It would have been perfect.
So we're gonna go. She's gonna go be a heathen in our friend's neighborhood, and we usually make one round with them, and then we're like, make your second round and then come back. Like done and done. But I think we're doing that. If it's not freezing cold, I'll finally wear my Lydia Dietz costume that I've had for 2 years and haven't worn yet. So maybe I'll put that on.
I need a picture, first of all. And second of all, how freezing cold can it possibly get? It's
supposed to be like 40 degrees. That's what they're saying. I don't know, because it's hot as balls outside right now. Yeah, it's chilly. It's chilling. Oh.
Yeah.
We had some nice, cool mornings. We were enjoying it, and rain came in. It was supposed to be a cool front. So it rained yesterday, rained this morning, and it's hot and muggy outside. So
it's been raining here for like at least a week straight. Like we need some sun. Oh my God. Funniest thing. So my iPhone, I can't shut up about it. Okay. My iPhone has a weather app. Okay. Now I've never cared about a weather app before. Really, truly. I've never cared. But the one here, I think it knows not just like, usually they just give you the weather for like the other weather apps I've used just give you the weather for like your city, I guess. But our city has 2 distinct elevations. Anyways, this one gives me the weather for my specific location, the Apple one, and has like satellite imagery and stuff it uses. Anyways, and it has been so funny because I'll get a notification like when it's about to stop raining or when it's about to start. And it's been hilarious because I'll be getting ready to take the dogs outside with Peggy.
Mine sits like, oh, hold on. I'm trying to get it to. Yeah, mine sits right here. My weather sits right here. Yeah. And it shows me when it's raining. And then, there, now you can see it. There's my weather. And there's my moon phase.
How you do that? I don't know how you do that, but I've got it on my like homepage, like up here, like on my main like,
that one,
homepage. So I have that one. But it's so funny because we'll be about to take the dogs out, and I'm like, Peggy, it's just partly cloudy outside, and she's like, no, it's raining. It's pouring down rain, and I was like, really?
And then like, if you open your, like if you open it like this, it'll show breakdown full.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing. So it's been telling me when it's rainy or cloudy, right? Which is fun. And I've been telling Peggy, like, no, we don't need the umbrella because it's like, it's only cloudy. And she's like, girl, that thing's not going to be that accurate, right? Every time. She was so convinced it was raining the other night. It sounded like it was raining. And she's like, it's raining. She like went out on the balcony. She's like, I think it's raining. And I was like, no, my app says it is cloudy right now, not raining. So we go outside and I bring an umbrella because I trust my wife. Okay. More than the app, apparently. And I bring an umbrella and it is not raining. It is cloudy. And I was like, I told you. You know what she does? She takes my umbrella because I made her carry it after that. Because I'm like, I'm not carrying this. I didn't need it in the first place. And I was right. And so she takes the umbrella. We walk under a tree because it's been raining. And she starts hitting the tree with the umbrella over top of me so that it is raining. I don't know why I told that story. There was no reason. There's no reason. I just thought I like the weather app on my phone, I guess.
Oh, I'm so glad that you love the weather app.
I literally feel like I'm discovering Apple things for the
first time. We had a full on like long discussion about live videos. I mean, live photos.
What a boomerang is. I don't know what that is still. I haven't Googled it yet.
That's on Instagram. Well, I'll show you that. But we had a full blown conversation when we were doing hot takes because she found live photo, and I was like, girl, where you been on this Android?
I took a picture of my dog while we were filming. And I started scrolling through the photo so I could show it to her, and it started moving, and it scared the shit out of me because I'm like scrolling, and my dog starts moving in the still photo, and I'm like, what in the holy Hogwarts is this shit? Because it was moving. Yeah, I did not know what that was. I didn't know. This stuff makes me feel so old, but it's so cool. It's so cool.
Fun.
I like it.
It's fun.
I'll show you guys the picture of my doggie though, because I know you all just you can't really wait to see. Hey, that selfie didn't come out so bad. Okay, hold on. Where's my? I took a picture of the doggie that's so hard to take a picture of. You got to see her ears. She's so cute. Hold on, let's see if I can zoom in a bit. There is Shayla with her giant ears. Look at them. She's like, it actually does a good job on the iPhone of taking a picture of her. She's so welcome to the 2000s, Stardust. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, this is the picture that I took of my dog when he was just, oh no, these are all the Witches Flea Market pictures. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at him. It's not, is it gonna go? Yeah, there we go. He's so stinking cute, but then I guess if you hold it, how does it work again? Yeah. This is the one that hold on, it's this one.
Look at her, still shocked.
I was like, it still surprises me when I scroll through and it starts moving and my dog starts looking at me like this one. If I scroll, like, okay, oh my god, I feel like it's the weirdest thing. I just can't. Okay, I'll get over it eventually, but it's just little things like that. Yeah, I'm a nerd. This is how I roll. But yeah, I'll eventually figure out how to use all the features on my iPhone. But it's the photos are.
She's learning.
I am learning. I'm so proud. Showing us like the whole world didn't know already. Listen, my last Apple device that was handheld like this, like I have my iPad, but I wasn't really taking a lot of photos on it. I work on it a lot. But like my last one was iPod Touch in like 2000 and like a long time ago.
Were you on a flip phone?
No, I was on an Android, but I didn't have no live photo on my Android. The way I went running out to Peggy to show her the live photo after our hot
she was so excited. I
like
can confirm was there.
Yeah. See, I'm not alone. I'm an Android girly. No idea how to do anything with Apple products. I didn't know that was a thing. And anyways, so when you hear me babbling about my new iPhone in my next recent deck roundup, because I couldn't help myself, that's why I am obsessed. Plus she's purple, and I mean, she's purple.
Oh my gosh, we're only an hour in. I've never had to do this, but I'm going tinkle. I can't hold it. I'm not gonna be able to hold it.
Okay.
So, BRB.
You go pee. All right. There, I'll mute her just in case, because like I totally muted you because I'm like, the worst thing is if you go you bring your mic. These microphones that we use, we both have the same one, are wireless and portable, and it is my deepest fear that I will wear my microphone to the bathroom in the middle of a live stream one of these days. Because listen, I have in my monthly member streams, I'm on for like 7 hours. There are bathroom breaks. Shanchai says, my phone is being held together by its case, and I haven't taken a selfie in about 10 years. I'm not a Luddite on purpose. I just hated phones before they were born. I mean, yeah, I understand that. If I didn't have like 3 jobs, basically, I probably wouldn't do much on my phone either. But like, well, that's not true, because I also have friends that I keep in touch with on my phone. But like, I don't text. I had to turn off iMessage because Apple converted all my texts to like iMessage. And then it was sending when I was trying to text Peggy, because she has an iPad, but she uses it for other stuff. And she's still on Android. I sent her a text and it only went to her iPad because it was sending her an iMessage. I'm like, well, that's not going to work. I need to text her phone. So I had to turn off iMessage because there's only like 2 people I text. It's literally my wife and my boss. That's it. Those are only 2 people I text. Danny, Dawn, they can all text me, of course, if they want to, but like we don't text. We glide. We don't text. Oh, Barb, by the way, I hope you're feeling better. I know you said you were still feeling shitty, but I hope it gets better soon. Live photos can be scary. You sometimes capture things you don't want others to see or hear. I mean, that's valid. I'm still excited about it, so I still enjoy it, but Sunshine, I'm welded to my laptop, so I'm as addicted to the internet as all of us. I just never leave my house. I mean, kind of same. Welcome back, Danny. Yeah, if everyone you know is on the Apple ecosystem, I can see that being helpful, Milo. Yeah, for sure. I know. That's the thing, Stardust. I do love tech stuff, but I resisted Apple because back when iPhones, I think, first became a thing, because they came after the iPod Touch, right? iPhones first became a thing after the iPod Touch, I think. Yeah.
No. What? Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, when they first came out,
I don't know.
I had this impression, I don't know if it's true, Apple people can tell me, that everything was very like locked in. Like if you weren't Apple, like everything, it wasn't going to be as beneficial. Now Apple and I can have all my Google, Gmail, and all my Google apps are still on here. So I don't feel like I'm stuck in one system or another. I think when they first came out, you kind of had to pick a lane because they did not.
They tried.
Yeah. Oh, you froze. Danny froze. I'm sniffing. I'm sorry. Okay, Stardust says right after Danny's gonna have to like refresh. Oh, it's trying to come back. It's trying to come back.
Hi.
Do you have a candy cane? Where did you just manifest that? What the fuck? It's October. What are you doing?
Candy cane.
Where did you get it? Who's selling candy canes?
I found it yesterday. I
Where
found the
did you
candy
find
cane
it?
yesterday at the dollar store.
Okay, that makes me feel so much better. If you're like, oh, I found it when I was redecorating, I'm like, girl, you don't know how old that thing is. You better be careful. No, at the dollar store?
YOLO. Dollar store.
Okay, that
because these are made with real mint, not with artificial flavors. So I was like, I like these.
I love how Ashley's like, what are we talking about? And Verinda's like, a discussion on religion, and now we're on Apple products, so pretty much same. Yeah. Oh my God.
Just wait until we start talking about Critical Role. It'll become a whole new podcast. I mean, a whole new whatever we are, live show.
Okay, first of all, Dawn got me watching Critical Role, and I watched all of last campaign. And then this campaign kicked off. I'm like bothering Dawn. I'm like, Dawn, get caught up. Like right now, you need to start watching the new campaign, which she is, but she's still behind. We need her to get caught up. Danny, I'm like, Danny, you need to watch Critical Role. It's starting brand new. You don't need to know anything. It's all a fresh start because the current season of Critical Role is brand new world, new characters, new DM, new vibes, new whatever. So you don't have to know anything from the past. Oh, thank God there are Critical Role. There are critters up in here. I needed to know. It's so good. It's so good. Is there anybody watching the stream right now who loves Critical Role and watches it and is not caught up before we start yapping?
Before we start talking, and then put up a banner that says Critical Role spoiler until we stop talking about it.
Yeah, I will do that. Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah, is there anyone in the chat that is not caught up that is watching it? Because we need to know now.
Yeah, let us know.
And we need to know where you are.
But okay, so I'm gonna literally put this up. Critical Role spoilers. We're chatting through episode 4.
I am caught up. Okay, we got it. Looks like a bunch of people are caught up. I'm seeing.
Okay, cool. And if you are okay with spoilers, cool, keep chatting. Holy cool, keep freaking shitballs. Okay, so I want to hear Dan. Okay, so Danny, having never watched any of it before, impressions. Go.
Say that again.
Having never watched any sort of like any Critical Role before this, from like episode 1.
Okay.
Where are you at with the experience of it?
I feel like this has been missing from my life forever. Because the way that I took to this, like a duck to frickin' water, I love theatrics, number one, obviously, my whole life. Yeah. But more so, I am a world building nerd. Hold on.
Okay, we'll give you a sec. We'll give your camera a second. You're coming back. You're on your way back. You're smoothing out. Looking good.
Why is my hold on? I might get caught. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. I'll chat for a second while she's doing that anyways. Okay, so somebody asked, where is it? Here, hold on. Milo asked, I've always been curious, but is it necessary to watch a lot of Critical Role to get into it? No, because this is the perfect time to jump in if you've never watched it before. If you want to watch the main campaign, the challenge is, if you want to watch the main campaign, the challenge is always that all 3 of the previous campaigns, basically since Critical Role started, we're all existing in the same universe. 3 different campaigns, so 3 different groups of characters that ultimately all overlapped some in the final campaign. They wrapped that world, they wrapped that whole thing, and they're starting fresh right now. So we're only on the 4th episode. They do an episode about once a week on Thursdays, and then there's replays available and stuff. But like, so right now, brand new world, brand new characters. We're all on the same like level playing field. So if you've never watched Critical Role before and you watch Campaign 4 episode 1, you're in the same spot as anybody else who's watched Campaign 4 episode 1. So that's the benefit of jumping in now if you're curious to watching, because it is gripping this season. It's there's like, I think there's a lot of planning that probably went in. Like it's, oh my God, it's so good. This season is inspired by Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, kind of were some of the main inspirations for this particular campaign.
Yeah, and you can see them already. We've already discussed who Lady Tyrell is. We've already discussed all kinds of different things. Like you can definitely see the world building in this. And you see, so as I was saying, coming from a place who loves, the whole theatrics of the idea of putting on a character from acting. And then you top it with, nerdy shit like magic and orcs and anything of that, elves and combat, and I'm in.
Yeah.
And I always knew that I would be a sucker for D&D. I just never had anyone around me, never experienced it like this. I knew I'd be a sucker for it. But seeing this, I'm just like, oh, I love this.
It's so good. And I mean, if you don't know, just a quick summary. Critical Role started out as a game of D&D being played by a group of friends who all happen to also be voice actors. So they like doing voices, they like making sound effects and things like that. So they kind of had this dynamic table game, and it ended up going onto YouTube. They were doing their campaign live for a while. Now they're pre-recorded, but they're still recorded live, like kind of like how we do hot takes. It's like there's minimal editing, just sit and chat or do their game, whatever. So yeah, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's turned into this huge franchise and stuff. But just honestly, just watching the main campaign, oh my God, it's so fun. And so getting into, so Faye of the Forest muted. We'll take the banner. Okay, hold on. I'm going to type this. We'll take banner down once we're not spoiling. Okay. Okay, so now that there's been lots of heads up about potential spoilers, we need to talk about the characters. So, Wick and Tyranny.
God damn it.
Oh no. Oh, that's an interesting question. I'll pop it up so that once Danny's back up, she can answer. Actually, while Danny's fixing her stuff real quick, I'm going to answer a question that I got before. Hold on. I'm going to answer this real quick and then we'll jump back in. Okay, so Convocation of Witches Tarot. I have been occasionally showing previews in my newsletter of that deck, and also in my member streams. I sometimes show previews and tell stories and stuff. I haven't been talking about it a ton on the public channel, but it's also not a secret anymore. I don't know when the Kickstarter is going to launch for Convocation of Witches because we're in progress. So it's going to depend on once the art is done, and there's a lot of work to do on this project. But short answer to Charmed Viewer, I don't know, maybe sometime next year. That's what I've got right now. Okay. Jenny says you hated Tyranny at first. Valid. Oh, Danny's frozen again. Oh, this is going to make her so mad.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm getting
back. Okay. I think your camera's still frozen.
I think so.
But I can hear you.
I had to like reset, but now I'm starting to get stuff.
Okay. We'll let you keep resetting. I know, it's so frustrating. Jenny says, I hope Wick stays good. I want him to be good and rescue his grandfather. Okay, so here's the thing. So again, spoilers. Wick's grandfather is an angel, and I don't know if you caught this in the lore, Jenny, but they said that during the Shapers' War, when the gods were all killed, basically, the Celestials or the angels or whatever that were connected to those, like directly connected to those gods, they went feral. So I don't know if Grandpa can be saved. I don't think so. I think he's just feral now. So I don't know if he ever escapes.
But we also don't know. Can you even see me?
I can hear you, but you're still frozen. I can hear you perfectly smooth though. But I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he's. But we also have. He's just feral, like a feral cat.
I think in an opportunity like this, if there is something where they can I don't know, are they going to try to recreate an underworld? Are they going to try to redo?
There you go.
Maybe not gods, but like they're going to have to figure some shit out, right?
I mean, I feel like they have
to. They have to figure something out. Everything's piling up. You can't get into Fae. Yeah. You can't get into the underworld. Like something's got to happen, something's got to give, or it will rip. And there's obviously
in between places, obviously, because Octus went somewhere in between, and there's word that the Taconis, the House Taconis, obviously has some sort of access to that in between shadowy place. And is it House Royce? That
House Royce has access to Fairy, but it's closed. They're still
in between, kind of.
But it's in between. It's like still a mild connection, but everybody's caught. You can't go back and forth.
Yeah. So Wick and Tyranny, I feel like here's my current theory. I'm wondering, Tyranny is a warlock, and warlocks have to have like I forget what they're called, like their patron or whatever, like the one that's kind of like in charge of them. I'm wondering if Wick is technically her current patron. I know she mentioned having like a boss in the what do they call it? The underworld, I guess.
Yeah, a creator. A creator.
Yeah, creator. Ah. Yeah.
A creator. I think.
But I wonder now if Wick is hers. She is a demon. So her race is
a demon, yeah. But she's a tiefling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's her body.
Yeah, that's her like physical, but her class, her like ability is warlock, and warlocks get their ability like oh my god, can we talk about, oh my god, we have to talk about Talison's character, Bolaire. We have to talk about Bolaire.
Who is an object. How cool is that?
A sentient
object who uses bodies. That's cool as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. At the beginning of this last episode in the cold open, when they were describing what Bolaire was doing, I was like, oh, he's like super evil. Cool. And then
I was like, there's serial killer vibes. But then we realized like, oh, that's a thing.
It's reversed. So instead of him being a thing wearing the mask
he's the mask.
He's the mask, which is so cool. Ashley said, okay, so for Tyranny, who gave her body? So she did mention that she was given a body as a demon in the underworld in order to come, like.
But we don't know who gave her the body specifically, I don't think.
I thought she named him. I thought she named who
No, she named the person, but she never explained anything about how she got the body. Mm-hmm. She was given a body.
True. It'll be interesting to watch because I think Wick is so delightfully darling with his innocence. When he was like, "What are we talking about?" That was like my favorite moment, I think, in the entire episode 4 when they're like,
I like belly laughed.
He's like, I really, since we're giving advice, like I really think to Tayor, he's like, I really think you should drink less. I really think you should not overindulge so much or whatever. And Tyranny is like, oh my god, this guy's so naive. Why? He's been so sheltered.
But I'm telling you, I feel like Wick. But I feel like Wick has some undertone of something. He knows something. I was telling that to Lisa. This is my hunch. Because of the way he reacted to when his family told him about everything, and the way that he really slyly, which doesn't seem like it's in his character, to really slyly like just agree and placate people and then slip off with Tyranny and like have this like more serious conversation. And I'm just like, I still think he is who he is, but I think he knows more than we know he knows right now.
Yeah, totally.
Or like he's got something.
So we've got Wick and Tyranny, who are probably like they're preciouses. There are preciouses. We need to protect them at all costs. They're amazing. We've got Bolaire, who's the mask. We have Tayor, who is now basically oath sworn. It sounds like he is.
Hold on. We have who?
Tayor.
Shit.
So Tayor, I think he's a paladin. So I think when Wick and Tyranny saved him, because he made a comment in episode 4, he made a comment about how he is now going to like protect Wick until his debt is repaid or whatever. I wonder if he transferred his like paladin oath to now needing to protect Wick at all costs, because all paladins have an oath they need to stand by. And I wonder if
he did. Well, because he did pledge his fealty to him.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that works, right? Matter of fact, I just finished reading a book that kind of dealt with a little bit of that, called The Starving Saints. Like, not really, but sort of, with the whole like loyalty and like, kind of oath and whatever. It kind of reminded me of that. But even just saying that, like, he is still somehow tied himself to Wick regardless, I think now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which he's got such a cool character.
I love Tayor. When he was going into that like boutique or whatever and about to get like taken out, and Abria's character, not Abria's character, but Abria the player said, "Are you about to get Aslan?" I howled because they brought out shears. And I was like, oh my god. She's like, are you gonna get Aslan? And if you know the like Chronicles of Narnia reference, I was just like, yeah.
That's what I thought initially. I was like, oh, they're gonna take his skin.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna just like skin. I don't know what I thought they were gonna do with the shears, but I mean, cutting up his shadow to like take his soul or whatever they were trying to do, we don't know for sure, was super dark. I was like, oh shit.
And I told Lisa, I said the two twins remind me of the Zammer twins from Patrick Valenza's oracle, I'm like, oh, it's these two fuckers right here. Hold on. Look, I have them up here.
Oh, I can't.
I have them up here. Frozen. It's these guys right here. That's who they are.
Your camera's frozen though. We can't see it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Oh wait, now it's coming back. Where are you pointing to? Show us again. Now it's coming back. Oh, yeah. Zammer twins. Yeah. Legit.
Because they wear those big hats. It said wig, right? Wig or a hat, and then he took it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, those are the Zammer
inspired. Oh, yes. Ashley says clerics get their powers from matron and patrons too, right? So if the gods are dead, where does he get his powers? If you're talking about Wick, I don't think Wick's actually a cleric. So the big suspicion, especially if you look at his stats, is that Wick is probably a divine soul sorcerer, I think. Because the thing is, like, he had a cleric uses their, I forget which stat, but his stats were reversed. They're more aligned with sorcerer than with cleric, actually. Oh, Taor, I think Taor is a paladin.
Taor is a paladin.
Yeah, he's a paladin. So I don't know. He was using radiant magic. So I don't know where he gets his magic.
I'm pretty sure he's a paladin. I could have sworn I just heard somebody talk about him and said that he was a paladin.
He is. He's a paladin for sure. And I need to know if anybody is shipping any of the characters yet. Do we see any budding romances? Because I kind of want to see Wick and Taor.
Oh my god, that would be fucking epic. But I don't know. The only thing I've seen thus far that I'm like, oh, I could see that is Azane and Murray have a thing the way they talk, but I don't know. That's the only thing I've seen thus far that had like a very but then I can't imagine Murray and Cadigan
were
big
those
boobs.
Those two were, I know, Murray and Cadigan were flirting like crazy.
They were.
So but I don't think they're going to be at the same table.
But they're separate. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's, I'm like, if you take that out of the equation, interesting.
I mean, interesting. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. This whole thing with Octus, though, if y'all watched episode, this is heavy spoilers. The Octus thing, when the way I had to watch this episode in chunks, so I didn't get to finish the whole thing for like at least 30 hours later or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
Danny got there before I got there, but when I got there to the first moment where he actually was killed, and I was like, I cannot imagine a player character I am this attached to already dying. I was like freaking out. I was freaking out.
I messaged Lisa immediately and I'm like, are we serious right now? Are we doing this right now? Are we serious? It's like an hour in and I'm like freaking out. Yeah.
And then I was not expecting the reveal at the end. And so with the reveal at the end, I'm a Beacon member, so I get to see the cooldowns, and I watch the cooldown right after because I'm like, I need to know what the story is here. And they did talk about it, and apparently Alexander, who plays Octus, his character, he wanted to play a Hollow One. If you didn't see it, he wanted to play a Hollow One necromancer. So a Hollow One, I had to Google it because I was like, what is a Hollow One? It's like a subclass or something of a wizard, necromantic wizard, but it's a Hollow One is like a character who doesn't have a soul, and they've been resurrected through some form of necromantic magic, but you don't really know like maybe the whole story, but like, yeah, so he's hollow because he has no soul. So they had agreed during character creation when he was talking to Brennan, the GM, they had basically agreed that they were going to have this happen at some point in the campaign, but Alexander was also totally okay if he stayed a human wizard the whole time too. So yeah.
Yeah, they weren't sure of the time and the place.
Yeah, but no heart. Yeah, no soul and no
heart. It made for an epic overture. Like this was just filled. And his cold opens are probably the best thing.
Yeah, they used to open all the other episodes of Critical Role always opened with like the table just doing their promo-y things and they're like whatever, and then they would jump into the episode. This is such a better approach for really hooking you in the beginning. I love these like I love all the cliffhangers as much as I hate them. I love them because you're like, I need to know what's gonna happen next.
That's my favorite part. I love a cliffhanger. I want to care about what's going on. And I was telling that to Lisa, the only thing I don't care about right now, like to a point of like, I'm about to fast forward if I have to sit through another one, is how and Taisha, I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot. I don't like the over dramatics. I don't like, and the reason I say the over dramatics is because it's a sappy story. There's a lot of fearfulness and a lot of crying. And it's a lot of this. And I'm like, no. I want somebody to punch somebody else in the face.
Yeah.
I need you to move forward.
Like, it's okay to, I find it hard to get these really emotional moments so early in the campaign. They work further on once we're like really attached to the characters and like we know more about them. But I think right now it does explain backstory, but it's like it's a little bit much.
I was telling that to Lisa. I found the amount of that happened in episode 1, where we were at the funeral of Thiassi, where we were there and we were going to be expecting to see this kind of grief and sadness and these sob stories. Like we knew we were going to hear it. We're at a funeral.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Thank you, Jenny.
It was definitely on point there. I think it was the theater exchange.
It's the theater scene that I was just like, come on, man. Is this how it's going to be the whole time? I was just like, I was over it by the time we were at the theater. I'm like, when Belair got there, I was like, thank God. I just want something else to do at this point.
So I have a question for you, Danny. So this episode 4 was the first time we saw an extended combat scene that just went on for like kind of a long time, right? Like it was a long combat scene.
It was a long combat scene.
What did you think about watching a combat scene? Also, Tarot Geek, FYI, we're talking Critical Role spoilers. So if you're watching, you know. But yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the aspect because you could really like, I really liked seeing the game of it all.
Yeah.
And
I like
now,
that too.
Because I don't know as much, like I had to learn these things and I'm learning as I go. When I'm learning about, like, I didn't know going into this who our players were, our other people, right? So we had Octus's brother, we had his dad, we had Julian's dad, and we had everybody, you know, but I didn't know anybody's stats, right? I didn't know what kind of levels everybody was at. So with that, I'm still learning. But I still found it really intriguing to see the game of it all, where they're like, okay, I have 40 moves. So, or like 40 spaces I can move, or 35 or whatever. So then you have to literally go around the board. I loved that. But again, I like that part of the game. I like the ad lib of it. There are certain things that it's like, I like a good scripted thing. I like a good story, but even more so, the thing that really is getting me with Dungeons and Dragons and Critical Role in particular is that you can't, like, you have to roll what you roll and you go with that. Like, there is no control in certain aspects. You have things that you have to beat. You have to try whatever you can. And then to add the theatrics on top of that in those moments, like, I come spinning. And, like, you know, like the Troy thing where he's like, brah! You know, like, it's those aspects that I'm like, yeah! So it's just, when you mix it all together, I thought it was really exciting, especially with one, like, we kind of get a really long combat scene that we didn't know how it was going to go at all, versus like when they're when we had the other one, when they were in the pub or whatever.
Oh,
like,
you froze? Oh, you're coming back.
Granted, they rolled like shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was hilarious when they did the bar fight, in the bar fight combat.
Hilarious.
When they just kept, it was so,
but the stakes were lower, so it was a good start. Yeah.
It was a good start. I you know what? I will say one thing. I watched Critical Role for a long time. I feel like I'd been watching for a long time before I played my first game of Baldur's Gate 3. And what was so fun about that is that all of the actions they were describing, like Guiding Bolt and like Bardic Inspiration and Guidance and all these things I was seeing them use in game on Critical Role, helped me to understand what I was doing in Baldur's Gate 3 and to see the D&D overlap, which was so fun because over time you will pick up on things. You're like, oh, he's got this ability that does that. Or there was in campaign 3, one of the characters had this ability called Spider Climb. And we got to see her use it in so many different scenarios. So I know what Spider Climb is and how it works. And like, it's not always a 1-for-1 because they can tweak things to make it work for them as a group of players and whatever. But I know, poor Danny. But yeah, I feel like you do learn a lot. It's not going to be perfect, but you learn a lot about D&D just watching do different things and how they take their moves. Like the fact that you always have an action and a bonus action. And you kind of learn which is which. You'll pick that stuff up over time. Oh, we lost her again. She's giving the camera some side eye at the moment. Oh no,
I'm back now.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, I can hear you. You're still frozen, but I can hear you.
I'm back now.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay. Ashley said that's how I test drove my witchy warlock. Yeah, BG3 is a lot of fun because of the D&D element. And you can always change how the game plays. But yeah, Critical Role is what taught me all that. I have a freaking D&D book now because I feel like I've watched so much Critical Role. If I'd have tried to look at that D&D book before watching Critical Role, it would have been gobbledygook. It would have made no sense to me. But I get it now because of watching. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been really, it was a really good way and a really fun way for me to be shown this world, because it shows what can be accomplished and what you can play with and what you have at your disposal. And so like, I now understand the tables people set up with the TVs and they create the maps. Shit.
Your poor camera or your internet is just not loving you today. I'm so sorry. I think we're probably done talking about most of the main spoilery things. We're just kind of talking general now. Do you think I should take the banner down?
Yeah, we can take it down.
Okay, I'll take it down. We can talk general stuff now, but yeah, that I feel like it's really helped me wrap my brain around. It's like when Eric came out with working on the True Sight Oracle, which is totally based on D&D mechanics, or that type of game mechanics. Like it makes so much sense because I've seen these things be used in so many different scenarios now. It's so fun. It's so fun to watch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Poor Danny. Are you frozen again? I think. Well, your camera is. I can hear you though. Poor camera.
This is the worst.
Oh, you're coming back now. Ashley said, I'm curious about the dice question and how it affects witchy practices. Is that what influenced you leasing your dice casting system?
Let me BRB.
Okay, you BRB. I'll answer this question for me anyways. Yeah, absolutely. Playing with tabletop dice, both in Baldur's Gate, watching Critical Role, and just getting them because I wanted them. Absolutely. I don't think I would have bothered wanting to do that, but yeah, there's definitely an element there. As far as anything else, I feel like I incorporate dice into lots of little things now. Like I'll be doing my monthly member readings and I'll have I usually have 5 or 6 decks to choose from. And Danny's entered the studio. Oh, I love I get a pop-up now. Oh, it looks so good. Look at you. But yeah, like now, oh, perfect. Now what happens is like, if I'm trying to make a decision or whatever, I can just roll a quick dice or whatever. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh.
Okay. I was trying to be able to look at the chat and see this, but I can't. So it's cool.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, open it up on your computer. Yeah. Was there another start question? I think that was it. So yeah, there was a question about whether you see any of the dicey things or any of the D&D things kind of influencing your witchy practice, Danny.
I feel like it definitely could. And the reason I say that is because of the way that Lisa and Dawn actually kind of created the whole like dice thing. But I have been playing with that in general. And like, yeah, I've been like considering adding it in a few different ways as like a divination thing, because I have been doing some solo RPGs. I've tried one. I think I want to try a few more. And so sorry, I'm trying to pop this shit out. There we go.
Hi, Marianne. Hello.
There we go.
So lovely to see you.
Now I got it. Okay. Yay. All right. Now I can see. I can see the chat and I can see you guys now.
Perfect.
Okay. Hi.
There. Hi. You're back. No, it's been really fun, and I'm just waiting for Dawn to get caught up so the three of us can just bip about Critical Role now.
Yeah, I've been watching Vox Machina, but I haven't I say I've been watching it. I think I'm like maybe on episode 4 or 5. I need to watch it again, like continue watching it. But yeah, I just don't like the anime style.
I know it's not my favorite either.
I love the story. It's just not my favorite type of animation, but like I'm powering through because I like the story so much.
Yeah. I had this book, Faye. I never really got into that dice system. It was a D6 dice system. I never really got into it, but yeah, that was a thing. Oh, Jenny, if you're watching campaign 3, are you watching the shorter versions? If you have a Beacon membership, you can watch. They've got like, I forget what they're called. They're like shorter versions where they take out a lot of the like extra stuff to make the episode shorter. So I think they're like under 2 hours each instead of like whatever. But if you're only on episode 31, you could probably watch those and get caught up quicker if you wanted to on campaign 3, but you don't have to. I would say I want to watch campaign 2. I've started watching campaign 2 a bit.
I did
The
too.
abridged. Yeah, that's what it is.
In between.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have to watch more now. So
yeah.
So I started watching because I'm watching the Vox Machina on Prime. So.
On Prime.
Oh yeah.
The Mighty Nine is coming out on Prime next month, I think. And I think that'll be fun to watch.
I love it so far. The little goblin characters and stuff. It's
great. Jester's the best. I have that book. I have a book based on that came up in campaign 2 called Tusk Love. We talked about.
Oh, I've seen a bunch about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So fun. But yeah, so we're all watching Critical Role now. That's been really fun. That has really been great this month to kind of like give my brain something to focus on that's not just all work all the time or all creative projects all the time.
And to like escape in this world and like try and figure things out as they go. But I mean, if you guys haven't realized that yet, like I like you got to give me something to figure out. I want to put people together. I want a backstory. I want to know all the things. Like if y'all watch, I did that when I listened to and I watched, read and watched the Hunger Games last month because I got the newest book and it's like, I just dove in. It just gave me something to just like hyperfixate on for a while. And like,
yes.
Immersed in that particular world and like, just want to see all the things. And so I think that's why this kind of has that itch for me because like as a kid, that's where I lived in the Shire. I lived in Lord of the Rings and then I lived in Harry Potter and then I lived in the Hunger Games, like I those big worlds up.
Yeah.
And so this is what I think made it kind of stick for me. It was like, oh, here's a world I can immerse myself in and I can learn things and I can try and figure out all the connections and I can, speculate.
Yeah, I love the speculation.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it. It is really fun. And if you are curious about this, I would say just queue up a replay on YouTube of campaign 4, episode 1. I would say give it 3 episodes, which I know is a lot of a commitment because they're long episodes, but I would say watch the first 3 and you'll know whether you're enjoying yourself or not. The first one can be a lot because there's so many moving parts and everybody goes in confused and doesn't know who's who really. But by the 3rd episode, yeah, you know kind of who's who and you're starting to get the feel for it. So I would say, watch.
You almost have to go into it in the same way that we had to go into Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
For how many families,
Yeah.
We had to learn who the Starks were and we had to learn who the, the Lannisters were. We had to learn who the Baratheons were. Like, it's the same level.
Yeah.
If that's jam, you got it.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely say watch the first 4.
Well, that's another Westeros.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's just really, really, really fun. And it's kind of neat because you know it's going to go for a long time. I think that's the thing. It's kind of like the last 3 campaigns each had well over 100 episodes, maybe like 140 to 160. And at 1 a week, we're talking like 3-year campaigns, like sometimes longer. So you're going to get a lot of story out of the campaign.
The coolest shit.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Well, because like you get to know a whole world full. And I think that's why I like those kind of epics in general. Like I like the wizard world and I like,
you know, the all of those things, those epic fantasies. I think that's the best part. You get to see a completely different world, and that's just, I don't know, it's fun.
I love it. Your Happy Places audiobooks, Mary. See, you might really like Critical Role then.
You might, because I put it on. I had it in my pocket, and I walked, and I was listening to it. If you like audiobooks, put it on and listen, because that's where I 10 out of 10 would recommend, because audiobooks are my jam too. And I didn't think I'd like it, but the idea of someone telling me a story, it's so good.
Yeah. And if you really get hooked, you can watch Brennan's main show, his flagship one, which is called Dimension 20. He has several campaigns up that are like his main one, I think, is called Fantasy High. I've watched a bit of it. It's much more lighthearted, less like story. It's fun, but it's more lighthearted. It's definitely one that you can like watch and not be paying attention to every single second, and you won't, you'll still be able to follow. I feel like Critical Role, you really have to like you have to pay attention, or you're gonna
pay attention. Well, because there's so many moving parts right now. Again, it's very Game of Thrones. Like I haven't gotten this excited since then. When I'm just trying to, especially that final season, you don't know what's happening. Yeah. We're past book territory. We're past all this stuff, it's just, it's fun.
Oh, that's fun. His Dark Materials.
That was the good one. I read that one like 2 years ago. I immersed myself in that one. Cool as shit, man. It was good. I liked it.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, should we wrap this one up?
I guess so, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. We've been all around the gambit, just chit-chatting and doing all the things.
Yeah, this was so fun. We should do these just general hangouts every once in a while. I like these. These are great. Just talk about whatever. Just hang out. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We will be probably on Danny's channel next month for another episode of who knows what we'll be doing. That's how we roll up in here. But if you do end up going and watching Critical Role, or if you have any other comments on anything else we chatted about, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And make sure you're subscribed to Danny, of course, so that you can catch the next one. But thank you all so much. We hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.